Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Modern Prairie Pendant 13-21-25. Awesome pendant. So I've had customers use this in all kinds of different applications like breakfast tables, dining room tables, pool tables. Also, another really great application is going to be over kitchen islands because it throws good unobstructed light, just like the light that I have above me right now. So 13-21-25, let's get into details. So the size of the bottom of the fixture, the body of the fixture, is going to be from the bottom of the glass, which is the bottom, to the top of those arcing pieces, and that's going to be where these telescoping rods begin. That's 20 inches tall, basically. And then after that you have all these. So you'll notice, let's also go, it's 42.4 inches long by 11.4 inches wide, so I have to finish that up, I guess, right? So this is also great. 42 is about the same size as most of Hubbardton Forge's dining pendants, so it goes over a 72-inch table, 84, and even up to a 96-inch table if you wanted to, or a kitchen island for that matter. So bouncing back to these. Okay, so Hubbardton Forge has a patent on these telescoping rods. A smaller rod's going to telescope into a bigger rod. Where they come together is called a clutch, and there's a little set screw right here, and this will go up and down during your installation, and when you get it to where you want it to be, you're going to just tighten this little hex nut. It's going to hold it in place so it's not going to go up and down anymore. You'll notice on the pull-down menu up in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to have 3 different adjustable ranges to choose from in the beginning. If you want to give me a call and I can walk you through the whole thing, it's super easy, and I'm here for you all the time. So we have the short is going to be, and we're measuring from the bottom of the fixture this time to the ceiling. That's overall height. Short is 34.7 to 40.8. Standard is 40.2 to 49.8. Okay, that's a good range. 47.9 to 64.3 is going to be the long. If you need this to be shorter than the short, so let's say you were putting this over a kitchen island and 34.7 is just way too long for you, and you need this to be 24 or 26 or something like that, from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture, or longer than the long, longer than 64, just contact me for information about that. So we do customs all the time. Send me an email saying I'm looking at a 13-21-25 and I need it to be 26 or whatever inches from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling, and then I take that email, I shoot it over to the customs department at Hubbardton Forge, goes through an engineer, comes back with a quote and a range and a time frame and all those kind of things, and I send it over to you. Adds a little money, adds a little time, non-returnable, but we do customs all the time, and that's the beauty of Hubbardton Forge, is because it's made right here in Vermont, we can do those kind of things for you. So moving on from there, let's talk about canopy up in the ceiling, and I want to show you a lot more of these details, and how we're going to do that. We're going to look at the install sheets. So if you're on the page for this item on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right hand side midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Those are the install sheets that are going to be in the box when you get this, and they are loaded with great information and drawings. Also a full parts list. So you're going to notice that canopy is going to be 5.25 inches square. Remember, there's 2 of these coming down, 2 stems coming down from there. You'll notice that in the drawings. It's going to show you how to put the glass on, how the telescoping rods go together, which is also super easy. So this is slope ceiling adaptable in one direction. So there's a knuckle at the top of this. It allows us to bend just like that. So here's your slope, right? But one stem can't be longer than the other, so they have to be going this way along the slope, not down the slope. So if you're working with a slope ceiling, give me a call and I'll tell you all about it, and we'll go from there. If you have a flat ceiling, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff, but we do have that kind of thing set up there. Okay, so moving on from there, let's talk about lamping on this. So you're going to notice that Hubbardton Forge is saying you're going to have up to 100 watts that you can use for incandescent. It's going to be using 3 of these porcelain medium base 826 sockets. We all grew up with this, so it's super easy. If you're going to go for incandescents, remember you're going to be talking about 100 watt max in each one. That's because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. If you want to go for LED, no max. The max is whatever you're comfortable seeing in that socket. So you can do all kinds of things. You could do a cool retro Edison bulb if you wanted to, maybe. You could do just a nice milky white LED, because you're going to be looking up into a white piece of glass anyway, so that works for me. This is an A19 bulb size. This is an A19 standard bulb, and you notice they're the same size. You might want to jump up to an A21. That's pretty cool too. I can find A21 up to 150 watt equivalent if I really look hard enough. This came from my local hardware store. Same thing for this guy. I can find this up to a 100 watt equivalent out in the world. But you've got 3 of these, and you know, if just for most people, 3 60-watt equivalents or 75-watt equivalent bulbs are going to be just fine. And you know, remember, you're going to be, if you are looking up at this like from a dining room, sometimes you don't want to do these clear ones because of the glare you're going to get from the bulb. You know, the reason this white is on there is to keep the glare from seeing you. It's why it's called a shade. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these 2 pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. and that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.